Hey there, this is Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. A lot has happened over the past year, but no worries. The most important thing is I'm back and stronger. So how are you doing? It's a new year. Happy New Year. I bet most of us are brimming with new dreams, aspirations, and rekindled passion for what we love. And this is the best day to reflect and start planning, to set our intentions for the year. And you know me, I love digital planning using GoodNotes. But before anything else, I changed focus mode to shoot, so I wouldn't be distracted while I'm writing. This year, I am using the Prayer Diary as my planner piece. It is a Christian digital planner that I created packed with tons of features. And I will show you how to set up the goal section and start planning. You will find a detailed page with all features and instructions after the cover page, and once you're familiar with it, you can delete this page. Let's begin. Writing your name in your planner is one of the most important but neglected part of digital planning. It says, "This is mine." My planner. It gives you that sense of ownership that everything that you write here belongs to you. It's yours. It's you. All the ideas, the experience, learning, the joy, and the pain. What I'm trying to say is, let's write our name here. Oh, by the way, I'm using Procreate because I'm extra. The first tab is for the goal section. I've included 10 goals for you to write on. May He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Before I set my goals, I pray. I pray to seek guidance from the Lord and hear from Him, because sometimes what we want is not what God planned for us. And I am confident of the fact that He knows better than me. His thoughts are higher, and His ways are higher than mine. Why? Because like a new gadget or stuff you just bought, there's always an instruction that came with it. And being created by an intelligent designer, there's no one else better to go to than the designer himself. I also thank Him for the blessings He has given me. I was still able to do a lot despite of all the challenges. This is also the time when I seek for His help to let go of all bitterness that I may have in my heart, for the plans that I failed to accomplish, and disappointment in myself for my drawbacks. Do you also wonder why is it easier to forgive others than ourselves? Anyway, I do not want to be held back for bigger and greater things because of my bitter heart. This may take a while, so be patient with yourself and make time to do this. I spent the last few days of the past year to reflect on everything, from all achievements, failures, shortcomings, you name it. There's nothing more refreshing than starting afresh. Well, I hope that made sense. Now that I have a clear mind and heart, I set my goals. Looking at 10 goals can be overwhelming. To lessen that feeling, I suggest that the first 5 goals are for the first half of the year, and the other 5 are for the rest. Unless you're Superwoman or something. This sets the direction of your life defined by your habits and intentionality. So if you're someone who's dreaming to be an engineer, you jot down goals aligned to being an engineer. This goal section's dashboard will serve as an overview. You can visit this every time to remind you of where you are heading, and whenever you encounter resistance to your dream, which you will, the reflection area will help you remember your whys. We'll talk about the importance of whys later in this video. As for me, I am an entrepreneur. And these are the goals I jotted down, and I hope that this will inspire you even a little bit. I made sure that these are SMART goals. It's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. My first goal is to read the Bible in 1 year and memorize 53 weeks verses. The Bible is the living Word of God. This is where I learn about who God is and who I am in Him, His will for my life, and His goodness, mercy, and love. And there's nothing more important in my life than to please and serve Him. He's the best that I got. I still get amazed whenever I read the Bible. It doesn't matter how many times I've read it. He speaks to me in so many different ways. The joy of the Lord is my strength. My second goal is my weight loss journey, to weigh less than 200 pounds. This has actually been my ongoing journey for a millionth time. A battle I'm hoping to win this year. This will be difficult for me, I know, but with God, I know I will overcome this. Third is to create and design at least 5 more digital planners. Fourth is to start e-courses to educate and share my knowledge about business and entrepreneurship and give practical steps to take to be able to start and scale. Fifth is to gain 5,000 Instagram followers. So if you are someone who hasn't followed me yet, don't forget to subscribe and follow. Sixth is to create Indiegogo and Kickstarter campaign for app development. I want to take a step further to create something better, and with this, I would be closer to what I have envisioned by Nikki B2B. Seventh, ministry. Disciple employees and create a Christ-led content on social media. I'd like to spread the word of God, His greatness, sacrifices, and His love for us to people around me. His love is overflowing, that I would gladly want to share that. This feeling of bliss of having a relationship with God. Eighth, YouTube. Weekly vlogs. This year, I plan to be more consistent in delivering content and sharing what I know with you guys. Ninth, increase stock market investment. You can never go wrong with investing and managing your finances. And lastly, 10th, to buy a property. I want to finally build the house of our dreams and for by Nikki B and family to grow in years to come. It's a lovely thought to finally have something to settle in and call your home after years of working hard. All these goals are meaningful to me, and I can't be more enthusiastic to achieve these. So I set my whys, which is included in the reflection area of the dashboard. Why do I want to achieve these goals? Your why gives you reason, purpose, and motivation for what you do. And without identifying your why, your chances of success is small. When you find yourself struggling and wanting to give up, having a strong why embedded within you will help you push through the roadblocks and setbacks. I also included a section to write all the challenges you might face and how to respond when you encounter this. This serves as a strategy to put you back on track. So put the time to reflect and write possible hindrances, and don't forget to be true to yourself about your weaknesses. For me, I self-criticize, procrastinate, and I am easily distracted. I have a lot of unnecessary daydreaming and I catch myself complaining. I have tons of bad habits. I have flaws that hinder me from reaching my goals in the rate that I wanted to. But instead of self-pitying and crying myself to sleep, who wants that? I choose to react properly when challenges arise. Well, not all the time, but it helps. Whew. That's a lot. I am claiming that this year is going to be great and a fulfilling one as I walk with God and partner with Him in everything that I do. I pray that you too would have a blessed, fruitful, and a Christ-led year ahead. So, how do I see myself at the end of the year? Healed, bloomed, loving, focused, fulfilled, and stronger in the Lord. There's also a reflection to be answered at the end of the year with every goal you've accomplished. Whether big or small, there is bound to be a lesson to be learned. With those written down, I start to plan my goals individually for detailed planning. You can navigate by clicking on Goal Number. The page consists of the title, which I just copied from the overview to make everything simple and easier. Sometimes I just block this if not applicable. But remember, a SMART goal should be time-bound. Then, there's a progress bar from 10% to 100%. You can update your progress here. To help me with this specific goal, I write down why is it important to me. After writing all the things why I want to achieve this, I set a motivation. I usually write a Bible verse or a quote in here that I can read over and over again. You can find quotes online through Google Images to save yourself some time. I set my motivation using Procreate. Here, I put the verse that speaks to me for this goal. If you abide in my word, you are my disciples indeed. John chapter 8, verse 31. We also have to set the action plan, our steps for success. I write here the things that I need to do and break it down to smaller tasks and set a deadline for each. Next is to fill up our vision board. Here, I'm just placing pictures, illustrations, and quotes that would motivate me and overall give me a good vibe as to not overwhelm me. If the vision board is too small, you can click this icon to have more space where you can dump your thoughts and images. The following are filled out pages for my other goals. So satisfying to have completed them, and I can't wait to start. New Year's are so exciting, but at the same time frightening. Sometimes we want to do so much, we're wide-eyed in hopes of doing something better this year. But in most cases, we can do everything that we want. And you know what? That's okay. We will push through and somehow we will still be able to make it happen. And if not, that's okay. You will still be fine. There is no pressure to have to do something grand. What's important is to stay true to who you are and connected to who gives you life. And remember that you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. And in every door that God opens, He will give provisions for you to accomplish it. So do not be afraid. This has been a pleasure planning with you. I hope you were able to learn something and gain some insights. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we could plan together again next time. For now, farewell and happy planning.